Already, we are live. Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to our Q&A and photo critique. I'm Alex Koloskov, your host. How are you doing, guys? How do you hear me? Hello, Nastavnik. Wow, nice. Hello from France. Hello from California. If you see me well, if you hear me well, please post a plus sign on the chat so I know that everything is fine. And we'll start the review. We didn't have much submissions today on the Photigy Premium members, so hopefully we'll have time to review a little bit of what has been posted on Photigy main group. Okay, hi John, hi Lisa. Cool, so all looks good. And hello San, Tiki, Sveta. Hello. Okay, so let's start. What do we have here? We have some food, okay? And Svetlana, you didn't supply the lighting setup, so I'll be a little bit limited on in terms of how to, what to suggest of want to improve, but your photos are good. I'm hungry. Well, I'm not hungry anymore, but if I would be, yeah, it's tasty. Actually, I love croissants with anything inside. Just really good thing. So on this one, all's good. I don't like the top. I don't think, well, it should be cropped, Just crop it a little bit less than this. Basically, you need to crop this top part where table ends. Really, I don't see any reason for this line there. And it will be a little bit more cleaner if it would be somewhere like this. Actually, this, but you understand, I cannot really crop here. I mean, the zoom exact position. Of course, with this crop, you may need to move food at the bottom a little bit inside the frame, especially these tomatoes, because to be really on the corner, maybe not a good idea. If you want, you can crop it even like this without the top, so it will be square image, good for Instagram. So this is composition. In terms of lighting, yeah, it's good. It's good. It has nice specular lights. It doesn't have that, shadows, a contrast on the table, but because it's white, it's fine. I mean, I love, a little bit more kind of dramatic lighting, meaning that little bit more shadows. But again, this is my personal preference, and yeah. If you like it this way, I don't think it's wrong, okay? But, in food, the styling, the composition is super important because lighting is not there. I mean, not that complex. Usually it's relatively simple lighting because don't have much glossy stuff there. Okay, so this one is good. And here again, okay, again what? It's all cool, but, sticking out inside the frame on the very edge, I don't think the reason, especially for this little one at the bottom and the middle. I mean, I would move this red one a little bit closer to the corner, so it will be like a group of these guys. Okay. Yeah, and basically this is it. Yeah, croissant is really nice. I love it. Yeah. So very bright and shiny. Good stuff. I'm wondering, looking at your depth of field, was it like technical camera or any tilt shift? Because maybe you did some post-production. I don't know. The focus is interesting here. It almost looked like you have some tilt shift lens. Not sure. You didn't supply. Okay, this is just croissant alone. Well, this is kind of empty picture a little bit. Those previous two were better, in my opinion. Again, you love to put, stuff on the corner for some reason. It's better, to be a little bit more around, I think. But again, this is just kind of bare croissant. For this shot, I would use some plate, nice plate, because, well, we don't eat croissant from a table. We almost don't eat anything from a table, right? So plate and nothing more maybe will be better if you want just to show the croissant. Okay. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Rafael. So, and then back. Yeah, I like this, the least one. I mean, it's because it's empty, but previous one, especially this one, is super good. So, Svetlana, thank you. Next time, submit your lighting setup. For me, for you, and for other members. We want to learn from each other, right? Let me see your Instagram. Nice work, Svetlana. Nice. Yeah, all food. Food looks good. I love this. You see, this kind of shots, when it's kind of dark, I like it more than white. But, of course, it's up to you. Yeah, nice. Okay, let's move to Arthur. Arthur is not with us, I guess. This is kind of finished image. And it's good. Again, unfortunately, Arthur, you need to put, you didn't put information about how you shoot it. Was it, of course, it's composite image, I think, because it looks good, really good, the way that you composite. The bottle really belongs here, but I would love to see how it was done, out of the camera. Really. Because on this shot, the most important is to, when you do combination, when you shoot something in the studio and then put it into some environment, the most important thing is to blend the lighting, and I see the lighting, well, it looks like lighting from right side and on the back, and it close to what I see on the bottle of this beer, right? It's a beer, so it's close. Not really, but yeah. Actually, no, it's it. It is. It's good. It would be, the specular, edge light on the right side of the bottle. If it would be lighting like this, if it would be sun somewhere on the right and behind. But it blended well. I don't want to be picky. It blended really well. So next time, lighting stop, please. Okay. So Alisa, you did another photo of these guys. Yeah, now it's better. Still, you see, you have lots of metal which is dark, which is black, and this reflection. It's sort of okay, but I'm thinking about, Alisa, what if you either move your light or rotate your ring a little bit more to cover this reflection with the 1 second. I need to, okay, snooze notification, something's going on the phone. So if you would rotate it, either move your light, talking about this spotlight, or the ring, it will be nothing here and it will look better. Okay. I like the way that the sugar look like. Now, Alisa, challenge for you. You shoot it a few times. Now try to take a picture with, as close as possible, like 1:1 magnification. So it will be, well, really close to the diamond. See how it will come up with, how it will look like. It's interesting. Because one of the shots from a series, if you shoot, you know, this ring for client, it could be, you know, really close of the actual diamond, and it will be interesting exercise for you. Okay, something going on with the focus here. Okay, lighting stuff the same. It's blurry. It's almost like a motion blur, almost like you have some vibration going on because, well, I don't know, or maybe it's a lens. Maybe the lens that you, not the lens, but the filter, the starburst filter, maybe it was not clean, or I don't know, maybe this is the effect of it. But it really looks kind of almost like a motion blur, almost like a dirty, really dirty lens. So I'm not sure if it's good. I mean, I'm sure it's not good. It's not good. Okay. See, these type of lighting stops, I told you, they work, but it's really hard to get nice reflection. Just because you have too close to the subject. You know, I know a photographer who was shooting jewelry, and what he built is not just like you know, dome or some cone or diffusers around the subject, but it was the camera, and the photographer was inside the huge light box. So, you know, big, like, I don't know, 2 by 2 by 2 meters cube, made of diffused material with lights outside. Maybe some lights was inside, but anyway, it was hidden. And photographer on the camera, I'm not sure about photographer, camera was inside. This case, it's super easy to make really beautiful gradients. But of course, it's like you need to build all this. Just saying, more distance between your light modifiers and your jewelry will make you more room and will be easier, you know, to shoot nice gradients. Hello, Manoch. Nice, welcome to our Q&A. So, Alisa. Okay, so you move the light. That's cool, but you see the problem with background. I see the light moving on the background. It shouldn't be. It should be really black. It's not possible with your setup because it's on the background. And yeah, with this filter that you have, it's really kind of add this almost like a flare. Alisa, did you try to shoot jewelry like this without starburst filter, but like f16 or something? When you close aperture and you have sharp light sources, you know, spotlight sources, it will create starburst effect. You know, just a diaphragm aperture, you know, on your lens will do this if it's small enough. Just try. It may be hard for you to get, you know, with the continuous lighting enough light, so bump up ISO. Just saying, maybe it will be cleaner picture, you know, a little bit more contrast, because flare is killing it a little bit. Okay. Thank you. Let's move to the next one. Raphael. So bottle. Perfect. So bottle. Macro lens. You shoot it slightly from top, which is good. It's kind of slightly floating a little bit. Oh, it is floating. Okay, so I think you need to do a little bit that kind of shadow plus. You know, when you have a bottle on some surface and bottle is kind of translucent like this, it will have some light effects. It will act as a lens and project some light right in front of the bottle because you have light from behind. So you may play a little bit more with blending in it on sort of like a, you know, on a table, because I don't think it should be floating. It looks good with this gradient on the bottom. Add some maybe a little bit more shadow and a little bit more light. You can see how it look like in reality, just to kind of blend it, because here it's a little bit I'm not sure if it's floating or it's actually staying on some sort of like a table. So you can do a little bit more better job in Photoshop. Okay. Membership is great. You can, I mean, you're welcome to join our membership. Just, yeah, choose the option and you'll have access to everything. I'm talking to Manoj, if I pronounced right, sorry if not. Okay, so, Rafael. Yeah, other than this, nice, center it. It should be on center, right? Nothing there, so the bottle should be right on center. Okay, the question is this, Alex, how should the gradient be done for plastic bottle and the plastic bottle to give a realistic appearance in each case? Well, I think it's done well here. Really, I mean, you have slight gradient, or actually on both sides. I like the way that you did it. Not a problem. I mean, I don't see any issues here. That's done well. I would do something similar. Of course, you can have, you know, a kind of little bit wider gradient, for example, on one of the sides. But it's up to you. This is good. This is good. What I can suggest, you can make labels slightly brighter. Again, Photoshop, just use it, sort of dodge and burn, whatever. This could be a slightly more brighter, bring more attention. This you see when you have lavender, you have the characters in front of the stem. They being lost, again, make them brighter. Almost like you have additional light, if you would have additional light for the label. And the whole label, slightly brighter. Make it a little pop. Alisa will not ring plastic looking. Okay, let me finish with this, I'll answer it. So, we have such a delay? No, it shouldn't be delay that much. Yeah, the rest is really nice. And center it. Okay, this is how you did it. You see, when you have this opening like this, talking about left diffuser, your gradient is just on the edge, which is fine. Again, if you move it closer to the camera, kind of close the door, the gradient with the probably similar position of your light, talking about this strip box, or maybe just rotate it a little bit, the gradient will be kind of more coming towards the center of the bottle. I usually prefer it this way, but again, what you did is good too. It's not a problem. And you see, in real life, it's a little bit cleaner. I mean, the transparency is higher than I've seen on your image. This one is a little bit kind of like that, but again, it's not a big deal, I think. I think because you have light coming through it, it starts kind of glowing, probably the top light. But you didn't overexpose anything on top, so it's fine. So, good job. Good job, Rafael. Coming back to this about plastic look. Well, plasticish look on metal happens when you have too diffused light, when you don't have sharp cutoff lines. Even with the huge box around, you still can create sharp cutoff lines. You know, by regularly touching touching your diffuser with side of the strip box, for example, or soft box. Or you can even put some screens, black screens inside your diffuser to create. And once we have sharp reflection, it won't be plasticish. Because remember, the only difference between matte and glossy in terms of the reflection, that we see sharp reflection. This is glossy because you see the sharp stuff, right? The sharp reflections. If it would be matte, like this is matte. You cannot see, it's not a mirror, right? It's all gradients already. It's all diffused light. This is non-diffused. So if you show that there is some sharp lines, it won't be looking plasticish. This is the main rule for any jewelry, for any actually glossy thing. Okay. So, that's it. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, if you want to discuss something, You can do it right now. Let's look at Arthur portfolio, and then I'll jump to Photigy Facebook to pick up something cool there. I posted a link. Probably there are some people from Photigy group as well. So Arthur, so you'll have to shoot beer. That's cool one, a little bit overexposed on top on the glass, but very good portfolio. Arthur, thank you for joining Photigy. That's awesome. A little bit mushy there. Good work, good work. Nice, nice. Wow, it's even kind of comes through the bottle. Very cool, very cool. Ooh. Almost like CGI. Really good work. Really, really good. Alisa, this is how, well, it's almost look like it's matte, but you see sharp cutoff line and it's kind of okay. Talking about that, how not to make it look plasticish. Okay. So let's see what we can pick up here. Okay, I don't like posts like this. No words, nothing, and it's some sort of like a group. I don't want any spam there. Sort of like spam, but photo is good, you know. Photo not bad except the composition. I don't like the bottom. I don't like this like a bag or whatever is this. Alice is saying that it will create overexposure on it. Well, it's not going to create overexposure. You control the brightness, right? Sometimes you need some areas overexposed on jewelry. Some, but not much. I don't see why large setup, I mean the big diffusers, will create overexposure. I'm not sure why you think so. Yeah. So what is this? Not good, probably. I'll remove it. So Svetlana, we talked about this. What else cool to have to talk? Hamza, hope you will see this review. Let's talk a little bit about your image, because you have supplied lighting setup. I always appreciate this. That's nice. So fancy blue lady. Nice. Lighting setup is rather simple. Again, no diffusers, nothing, just one soft box. This is cool behind the foil piece, the reflector behind the bottle. And we got this. That's cool. You know, I'm not a big fan of two things here. Hamza and everyone. Look at how bottle touches the, I mean, the edge of this brick that is standing and the edge of the bottle almost on the same line. It's not good. It should be either on the same line, which is not good, but sometimes we do it, or it should be moved inside more. This is kind of, this is tension point, okay? It's not the perfect thing, talking about this part, okay? You need to move the bottle there. I also would crop it somewhere like this, the bottom. I don't see the big reason to have this brick. It's white, it's kind of cool maybe, but I think dark one will look better. If it will be black, wow, then it will be very dynamic, very dramatic shot. The bottle itself looks nice. The subject is good, very good. I love this lighting that you have coming through the bottle, and the texture on the fabric looks great. There are ways to improve it, you know. I would try, for example, to hit it somewhere from behind this top one with very sharp spotlight, small one, to make it a little bit more, you know, like glowing, like a star, like a crystal. But again, it's just ways to improvise. Your work is good. So what else we can talk about this? I think I've seen it and I've talked about it. Yeah, this is a really strange thing. I would definitely crop it that way. There is no reason to shoot that loose, I think. We're losing the definition and everything of this little gemstone, so we should closer. This is jewelry. Yeah, nice work. Okay, looks like we don't have much to talk about. Hamza is working hard. Yeah, you know, Hamza, I don't think the black and white hand work nice here. It could be black and white, but it should be way darker. Your skin should be way, way, way darker, and this should be really bright. This case, it's like lots of white or gray space around the subject, and I don't think it's good. You can do it in Photoshop, just make it darker. You know, everything is darker, and the watch should come up. And of course, the way that you shoot it, this is not good. I mean, it's not good for watches, for jewelry. You need to build diffusers. You do have diffusers, you don't use them for some reason. I would suggest to use it. Okay. This is nice. Like a color palette. Nice. Yeah, nice set. I love it. Cool. My head, good work, good work. We talked about this, great stuff. We talked about this. I'm looking at the recent. Let me see. How do I sort it? Most relevant. Let's do recent. Yep. Okay, so looks like we covered everything. Guys, if you have anything for me, you can ask. If not, I'll be saying you goodbye till next Thursday. So we still have time. Really, if you have any picture that you want me to talk about, I would love to. Just send me on a chat. URL. If you can send the URL there. If not, post it on the group, but I guess it was already posted. I'm wondering, Alisa, do you have the portfolio? We don't have, right? You didn't post portfolio. Okay. This is what I'm talking about when I saying, you know, make darker the background and, you know, vignetting. Look how it's kind of impactful, how dramatic this shot is. Just because we have this bright area on the subject and the rest is darker. Guys, remember about this. It may be not like this, you know, it may be just spots all around, but corners, everything. For food, it's like a must. Unless it's on a white, of course, but yeah. Very good work. These two were exposed. Alrighty, guys. It was short. So I can come back to my work, releasing the AI Mastery course for beginners and professionals. Almost everything ready. It's behind the schedule, unfortunately, but yeah, it's coming. Tell me, do you use ChatGPT in your life at all? Just interesting how many people we have. So guys, if you if you see this question, tell me, do you use it, or just you kind of, what is that? Because I use it every day for everything, really. No. Interesting why. It's like you don't think it's any good or you just don't know how. Because legal stuff is there, some business emails, research is there. I'm creating the website pages full, with text, with correct text. I create all my marketing emails using ChatGPT. Books. Now, instead of reading the book, especially not the fiction book, but something like documentation or whatever, or a business-wise book, sometimes just give it and it provides me full summary. And I always ask, okay, what about that? What about that? So it's almost like talking to the person who read that book and can, tell you, answer any question related to content of that book, which is super cool. Like in 30 minutes, I can get out of most business books without reading those hundreds and hundreds of pages. So many use. Left me with a bad first impression. Well, probably you don't know how to use it, because it's like a tool. You got a hammer. You try to use it to get a screw. Inside hammer is not right tool, and boom, you need to. ChatGPT can be any tool. You just need to tell it to do the right job for you, and don't expect it to do it right away. It's kind of reluctant many times, and you really need to work with it. Like, hey, okay, I understand these limitations, blah blah blah. Give me this. What kind of options do you have? So you start really pushing it, and boom, it will do a job for you. By the way, guys, check Claudio, because if you have free account on ChatGPT, it's 3.5 model, which is quite stupid comparing to 4. If you don't want to pay $20 per month for premium, try. Let me switch this. I'll show you. Claudio. Okay, it's not Claudio. Cloudy. I'll give you this link. It's a smaller model. I think it's about how much? 70 billion parameters or something like this, but it's really potent model, really. It can read your files. It can do, all kind of things. For example, I gave it some URL, and it gave me some, how to improve landing and stuff. And again, this is completely free, and it's recent data, so it knows way more than ChatGPT without a link access. Yeah, try it. Okay. Okay, I see Nastavnik. Yeah. People won't think anymore. Well, that's another issue. Still, those who will, because AI will be everywhere now. You can build your own AI. There are. I was on a workshop with the Llama. This. So there are many open source models. You can download them and run on your local machine, or run on Amazon server. Which is actually on the course is covered. I kind of created and deployed my own application on a server without any knowledge. It tells me what to do, how to log in, how to do anything, and any error it fixes for me. So anyone can do AI, and it will be like everywhere. So you just need to learn. And by the way, there is a very cool niche for people who know how to do prompts. You can, especially in ChatGPT, since you can share your chat to somebody else, and they can continue after some conversation. You can send the link, and they open, and it will be under their account. What you can do, you can prepare chats for people who don't know how to do this for the money. I mean, it's like a consulting job For example, my friend, he had some issues with the business. They paid money, they didn't get services, and it was like back and forth emails and stuff, and they start filing the claim against them, and were thinking, do they need to go to the court or whatever. So he said, Alex, can you help me with ChatGPT? And he sent me all the text that he has about this, what happened, conversation and stuff. I feed it to ChatGPT, said ask me questions if you need, because we need help. He asked lots of questions. I sent it to my friend. My friend answered those questions. I feed it to ChatGPT, and he offers me, some different actions to be taken, and said, okay, what do you want me to do? Where to help? What to generate? What kind of letter or whatever? And then, because I don't know what to do next, I just sent that link to my friend. It was free. It was just, for thank you. But I was thinking, hey, it can be like a gig, it could be something that you can do for money if you know it really well, for people who don't know. Because again, lawyer costs money, and ChatGPT can do better than lawyer if you ask it right. It won't fantasize, it won't, any do hallucinations. It will do stuff for you if you ask it right. Anyway, I see my post on Facebook page, but you don't see it. Let's see what I don't see. Maybe I need to refresh. Oh, here we go. Cool, I got it. I see it. Okay, so I'll talk about this and we'll say goodbye. Okay. Splashing time. This is cool. Wow, nice. It's like it's a water around and then the water inside and it comes outside. Nice. Aurora, this is good. Uh-huh. This is cool. I like it. Yeah. Very nice. The background, I can see that this is digital. I think it is, because it's so, or maybe not. No. Then, if it's not, tell me, is it digital or not? Because I was thinking that, hey, you did, but it's so smooth, the gradient on the background, which like, wow. So, I don't know. It's good. I like, when I shoot bottles like this, I like to put some spotlight behind to make it a little bit glowing, a little bit more specular reflections coming from inside. So try next time, if you have spotlight, small one, not really bright, but hit it somewhere. It will create few specular highlights, and the liquid may kind of transmit a light in interesting way. You can check it. Not really. Okay, so the gradient is the best I ever seen. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. Oh, there is huge delay. It's interesting. I think, well, not sure why. Okay, guys. Yeah, okay, now I see the amount of delay. Alrighty. I think now we're done. Thank you for joining in. All looks good. I hope to see you next Thursday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Submit your images if you have, if you're not a premium member, and if you have time, I can always review your image on the official Photigy Facebook group, the main group. Make sure to supply light and stop. It will be easier for everyone to learn from your shot, and you'll get better critique. Okay, so guys, have a good rest of your week. Tomorrow is Friday. Friday is a lovely day, but today, at least in California, we'll work for a little bit more. It's just almost 2 p.m. For the rest of the world, it's kind of evening. So have a good evening and have a lovely weekend. See you next Thursday. Goodbye, guys. Okay.